Well, we want to welcome everybody to this Zoom this evening. Those that are on live, those that are watching the replay, I am honored today to be discussing HBN's products today, or at least some of them. We can't go through all of them. We don't have that much time, but I'm going to take myself out of the way and I'm going to push it over to the man, the master, the myth, the legend himself, Mr. Will Zanders. This gentleman has been a part of this project for quite a number of years. Diamond in the company, one of the top earners, just a heart of gold, really passion for the people, loves watching people win and helping people win. And I'm honored to be able to work with this gentleman on a one-on-one basis. So, Mr. Zanders, if you don't mind, I'm just going to pass it directly to you, sir. The call is yours, and thank you for taking your time this evening with us today.
Come on, man. Well, Coach Jones, man, I got to thank you, brother. I appreciate you so much. And as I always like to say, real recognizes real. And Coach Jones, ladies and gentlemen, is a few leaders in the industry that I have a tremendous amount of respect for, not just because of what he's personally accomplished, but because of what he's helped his team accomplish over the years. And that makes me smile to have somebody who really puts their team first in everything they do. And I'm just excited that we finally had a chance after all these years of being in the same circles to finally connect and lock arms on a project. It's been a blast. So thank you, Coach, for just trusting me with the vision of what we're doing here on the health and wellness side, the same way we all trust you on the service-based side. I appreciate that. So what we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen, tonight we're going to talk about the products. And I just want to talk about on the health and wellness side, why HBN even selected the health and beauty wellness market. Because one of the things I'm fond of saying is, if you don't know why, the how doesn't matter. If you don't know why, the how simply doesn't matter. And so what we're going to cover tonight is we're going to cover just some industry notes. I always like to lead the trainings with a little bit of industry notes. Then we're going to cover the why, the what as far as the products, how to take some of the products, and then we'll go off recording and do a live Q&A, or we can continue to record and do a Q&A for time purposes. And then I can just tell you, based on the plethora of ingredients and products we'll be covering tonight, we will definitely have a part 2 of this product training. I already know it's going to be great. So I'm looking forward to it. So that being said, let's dive into some industry notes. And I've been a fan of this industry for some time in it, and even prior to, I saw my mother in network marketing many years ago and just didn't know what I was looking at when she was having these Tupperware parties and things like that, but she was making some side money, and she would take me and my brothers to the movies with that money, and we didn't know where it was coming from. I didn't understand anything, but now it all comes full circle, and I'm able to do a lot more for her than take her to the movies because of this industry. And when I look at the top 10 companies, this is just some industry notes. When I look at the top 10 revenue generating companies of all time in network marketing, the top 10 are all going to be product-based companies. Now, I'm a guy who's doing product-based companies now, but I've done digital, I've done service-based, and I love them dearly because the services in this industry that are provided always save people money, always save people time, and they make a lot of people a lot of money. If we want to be diverse in what we do, which is perfectly fine, we look at the health and wellness side, and we look at the long-term play. The top 10 earning network marketing companies of all time are simply product-based companies, be it an Amway or Mary Kay, Avon, Nu Skin. So I'm not a person who ever say, and I've been guilty of saying this 10 years ago, I don't want to do any lotions, potions, and pills. I'm just, but having done both at this time, and advocating both, depending on your personality type, I see the long-term play is when I'm looking at the revenue. The top 10 companies all time are lotion, potion, pills companies, specifically in the health and beauty niche. So there's got to be something there that I found. Another thing I noticed is that even as recently as 2021, every company that has ever done multi-billion, not billion-dollar companies, you got lots of billion-dollar companies, but every company's that done at least $2 billion in this industry, at least $2 billion is going to be a product-based company. Now that threw me off a little bit, because not a single service-based company has ever done multi-billion, and I had to look at why. There's nothing wrong with the companies or the services, and then I realized most service-based companies have a set rate that you buy in at, and it doesn't fluctuate a whole lot. If you're in utilities, for example, a buddy of mine, Patrick Mays, I was on the phone with Patrick yesterday from ACN, they do utilities. That's their big thing. Okay, he's actually picking me up at the airport in Dallas when I go back in a couple of weeks, and he's going to be watching this video. So Patrick, what's up for me and Coach Jones? I know we're all in the same circles there, but when you look at utilities, your utility bill is about the same each month. It may fluctuate depending on the season, but it's not going to quadruple. You got a problem. And the thing with network marketing is it's such a great business model. Your services are typically cheaper. And that's the whole play. You're getting a cheaper bill. So you're actually spending less money. So there's less money to be made on the commission side, obviously. And you can't even rationalize double or tripling your utility bill. On the side of training platforms, which I'm a huge fan of nowadays, a training platform is what it is. It's a flat rate and you can learn everything you want about so many different things, but it's a flat rate. With the exception of some signals and things like that and some different bots that are out there, but it's a flat rate basically. Most companies, 99 bucks a month, maybe 199, and that's it. And if your friend or family member wants to learn, let's be frank, everybody, we're gonna just give them our password like Netflix. We ain't gonna be like, okay, you need to get your own. If it's my mama, I'm texting you my password, just like Disney Plus. It is what it is. And so I noticed that that's why the product-based companies were doing multiple billions, is because a store owner is going to need $2,500 in product easy. A gas station store owner who needs CBD is going to do 5-10 grand a month in CBD easy just to keep it on their shelf. You can find people that are going to spend a ton more money, because if I'm taking a weight loss drink, you can't have mine. You got to get your own. I lost 30 pounds with this. You got to lose your own 30 pounds and go. Now you can buy it from me, but you can't have mine. See, that's a problem. So you typically see double and triple the volume over time because people can buy more. So it's not a knock on service-based. It's not a knock on lotions, potions, and pills. You just got to kind of find what fits your personality type. And for a lot of people, it's both. And salute to the diverse entrepreneurs. They say, I don't want just one check. I like 2 checks. So what happens is here, I looked at what was going on. I looked at the fact that the top companies were lotion, potion, pill type companies. And so I said, I looked at some other factors that most of their products were 30-day consumables. Okay, I saw that. Most of the products, 30-day consumables, most of the products were in the health and beauty niche. That's the thing, okay? Most of their products have an emotionally impactful experience. It's easy to have an emotionally impactful experience with a weight loss product or with the anti-aging skin cream that actually makes you look younger. I'm closer to 50 than I am 40, but I feel like I'm 21 again, only with better judgment. I chalk it up to the products that we use. I have an emotionally impactful experience when people, my significant other tells me, says, man, you're looking lean today, babe. You're looking lean. I'm like, bet, I feel lean. Thank you for that compliment, right? It's emotionally impactful, okay? And last but certainly not least, a lot of these products from the multi-billion-dollar companies didn't require any new habits. Okay, I get it. We got some new habits. There's always something shiny and new out. But when you have a product that doesn't require additional training on how to use it. If you've ever made chocolate milk, you take the powder, put it in the liquid, stir, drink. It's the same thing here. Take the powder, put it in the liquid, shake it up, drink. It's easy. You ever made coffee before? It's hot water, add the coffee. There's no real, everybody has put some lotion on their body at some point. If not, you ashy and you need to do the skincare. Everybody's put on some type of lotion. We all done had them ashy days. Well, maybe not y'all ladies, but I know me and Coach Jones played ball. We've been them ashy dudes when we didn't know no better young, okay? We have used lotion at some point. It doesn't require any explanation. I can't remember the last time I looked on the back of a drink or a pill or a lotion and looked on the back and go, how do I apply this? Squirt, rub, that's it. It's like soap. You know how to do it. So when you have a product that doesn't require any real education as far as how to use it, it's a 30-day consumable that people are already familiar with in the health and beauty niche. I mean, CVS got a health and beauty section now. Walgreens got a health and beauty section. Walmart got a health and beauty section. I promise you, ladies and gentlemen, your house has like a medicine cabinet type area, and you have a health and beauty type area with lotions and creams and things. I guarantee everybody's house got one. Okay, so there's no new education here. So all we want to do tonight is not introduce anything groundbreaking. because billions and billions of dollars are being made with non-groundbreaking stuff. We just want to educate people on the ingredients and formulations and why the HBN products are different. Because you can get weight loss from anywhere. We just want to talk about why we feel that these are the best based on research. And that being said, I'm gonna make a quick disclaimer before we do the share screen. I cannot tell you that these products treat, cure, or prevent any disease. All I can do is provide you with real life testimonials, real life stories, and all I can do is provide you with peer-reviewed third-party medical research. Okay, I cannot provide you with any claims this is going to treat, cure, prevent any disease. Everything you see is going to be literally research on our ingredients from the government. Okay, that literally. Okay, so you know, all right. So let me go ahead and do a little bit of share screen action right quick, and let's dive into who made the products, and that'll give some people some real insight into just the sheer quality of it. Okay, and Coach, can you give me a thumbs up if you can see the screen? My screen? Okay, perfect, thank you. So right now we're just gonna go over here. We got the product, we got about us, and we're just gonna click on the formulator because I'm a huge fan of knowing where your products come from and who they come from. And this is Alexandria Brighton. And for those of us who haven't, those people who aren't familiar with her, a lot of us are. This has been a young lady who holds the distinction, okay, the distinction of being the only person who's ever formulated the products for multiple multi-billion-dollar companies. Now that's a shocker because she's always been behind the scenes all this time. She's never been an owner per se. She's always been just in the lab. Look at her. She's not very assuming. She looks like somebody's grandmother somewhere, which she is. It really is just her passion to formulate products, and the products happen to be products that those billion-dollar companies that are, one of them is still in the top 10 in network marketing companies, but she retired, and when she left, she took her formulations. Okay, she took her formulations. So you see right here, it says exclusively owned, okay, by Green Oaks Brand, Heart Body Naturals, and Go Desana, and that's just the parent company for Heart and Body Naturals, so those names will be very familiar to some of you. But these formulations are now exclusively owned. She had retired and took her formulations, and just tell you a quick story. She came out of retirement simply because her friend, Paula Scarcella, who actually owns HBN, reached out to her in her retirement. She reached out to her about a health issue that her husband, Ben Scarcella, had. Ben Scarcella had a very, very serious health issue, and this is Ben right here. And Ben's health issue was literally alleviated, okay, by a special formulation that this young lady, Alexandria Brighton, made specifically for him. The product ended up, quote unquote, alleviating, okay? So don't want to use the word cure, alleviating so many people's issues that Paula said, Alexandria, we got to get together and we got to put this product together around in a company because we're giving it to too many people. We're selling it to too many people. It needs to be a company. And Alexandria said, fine, I'll come out of retirement. I'll help you put together the company and you'll have the exclusive rights to my formulations, because she knew that HBN would do it right. It says right here, without Alexandria's formulas, we would have no Heart Body Naturals. That's the truth. Now, the only product this company had for the first 2.5 to 3 years was called the Healing Trilogy. We're going to talk about that product line first. That's all they had. This company became debt-free with 3 products. Multi-million-dollar company became debt-free, and we own our own farms. We own the manufacturing, the warehouse, the shipping, the production. This company owns the supply chain, with the exception of a couple of products that have to come from overseas because the herbs don't grow here, okay? But the company owns everything, and they became debt-free in 2.5 to 3 years. How did they become debt-free? With just 3 products. The company catalog is now over 100 products, over 100, okay? So just know tonight, we're not going to talk about all 100. Let me just be very clear. Okay, we're only going to talk about a handful on this particular training, and this is why. Because HBN has over 100 products, and we've come out with 4 new products in the last 4 months. We got another new product coming out this month, if not next month. And this company will continue to evaluate what products are needed, what's going to be in the marketplace, and so on and so forth. Now, if we were to become experts on all 100 products, we will go to our grave becoming a network marketing professor and never make any money, and go into what we call analysis paralysis based on product information overload. And we don't want that. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at the top selling products, okay, on this particular Zoom, and then we're going to come back on a second product Zoom that Coach Jones is going to get scheduled for us, and that product Zoom will cover a lot more of the products that are more niche products that people have not really heard of before, in particular, a lot of the essential oils and so on and so forth. So let's dive into the main products and let's talk about what's different here. And we're going to start off, of course, with mind, body, and soul. And that's going to be underneath our superfood category. Okay, let's go ahead and track those down. There we go. This is the original Healing Trilogy. And these particular products are phenomenal. And I believe that I could give you a fish, but I would much rather teach you how to fish, because that's going to impact your life a lot more. So when I see a product, I look and I go, okay, I see this particular product. We're going to start with mind. All right. And this is very, very special because a lot of people are simply not doing anything for their brain. We're doing a lot of stuff for our bodies to look younger, to lose weight, but we're not doing anything specifically for our brain. And this particular product provides powerful nourishment for the brain. Okay, now let's go ahead and dive in to the product information page, and I'm going to show you how I recommend you do research. Okay, we'll start off right here. Now, I thought, when I saw this ingredient, carrots, I was like, okay, carrots is in this product, but you know what? I mean, okay, everybody knows about carrots. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let me go ahead and dive into a little bit more about carrots. And when I do research, I actually graduated from law school in between my first and second tour in law enforcement. So I do research a different way. I go right to the source. And this is the National Library of Medicine. This is PubMed.gov, and this is the #1 website in the world from the government, okay? You can't be sued when you quote the government. And we're talking about peer-reviewed, third-party medical research, okay? So we're just gonna put in carrot right now. I'm gonna tell you, I was shocked. I'm gonna be frank, I was shocked. When I look at the different things of carrots, you're going to really get hit right now with a absolutely shocking revelation for some of you. Carrot sells. And I don't know a single network marketing company that brags on their carrots, but I'm going to tell you why we do. It says right here, carrot sells, a pioneering platform for biopharmaceuticals production. Now, let me really just break down exactly what that means. It means that carrots, there's something about them where pharmaceutical companies are going to use carrots to make the next wave of prescription drugs. Okay, now let's really look right here. The carrot is very, very important because it is the first plant species approved to produce biopharmaceuticals. That's a fancy word for pharmaceutical drugs for human use. Okay, carrots are now the next wave of prescription drugs. Carrots, ladies and gentlemen, carrots. Now here's the problem. They're going to try to genetically transform the carrot. The carrot is already perfect. God made it, but they're going to transform it because if they can change it, they can patent it and sell it as a prescription drug and call it a fancy name like Zoloft or something. They're just going to give it a name, but we don't need the prescription version. We can just go, because they're not going to tell you that the new drugs are made from carrots. They're not going to tell you that. But we know that the next wave of drugs is going to be made from carrots. Okay, it's ridiculous. But we can get carrots for free or at the grocery store or grow them ourselves. Or we can get them right here, organic carrots from HBN. Now look what it says. This is the stuff that you can do with a carrot. Kid you not. Prototypes, they say vaccines. I'm not a vaccine fan, but they just mean protection against measles, hepatitis, HIV, chlamydia, tuberculosis, some other bacterias, Bordetella, and look like a helicopter pilot, whatever that is. The point is, there is a ton of use for carrots. Okay, this is how important carrots are. I had no idea, but they're good naturally. Now let me come back on screen for 1 second, because I really want to explain what just happened. All right, if you're not blown away already, this is what happens. This is what the government, this is what pharmaceutical companies do. They take something natural, like a carrot. They're gonna change it or add some chemicals to it that are harmful, that don't help at all. The carrot don't need this to make you better, okay? You don't need it. They're gonna put something artificial and genetically modified in that carrot to make the carrot a new thing so they can patent it and sell it as a prescription drug. You don't need the prescription drug. You just need the carrot. But how many people are eating enough carrots per day to have that health benefits that we just looked at? Very few. We got them here. There is a ton of organic carrots in every scoop of the Mind powder. Now let me go back and let's dive in, because we could talk all day about one product. We just don't need to do that. I want to really go in depth with you, and I want to encourage you to do your own research as well as you look at these particular ingredients. Y'all got to see them. I get passionate about this stuff because it is my personal opinion that we save lives out here. This is what we do. Let's look at this one. Here's another one. Mucuna pruriens. Let's go ahead and check out Mucuna pruriens. Now I could easily tell you everything about it, but sometimes it's just a little more powerful. And we could keep researching carrots, but because there's over 6,000 articles on carrots, but we're going to go ahead and just swap on over to another ingredient. We don't even need to cover them all. Okay, Mucuna pruriens. Okay, Mucuna pruriens in Parkinson's disease. Now, Parkinson's is a brain disease. It's neurodegenerative. This is why Mucuna pruriens is in the, it's all natural, all organic. It's in the Mind product to help your mind. Now, this is something I want to point out. Now, the levodopa they're referring to is going to be something. Let's see if we can get on mute there for the recording. Great. We're looking at this. Look what they say right here. To investigate whether Mucuna pruriens, or MP, a leguminous plant, that means a bean type plant, is growing in all tropical areas, may it be used as an alternative source of levodopa for indigent individuals with Parkinson's disease who cannot afford long-term therapy with marketed levodopa preparations. Let me tell you what that is. That is pharmaceutical company technobabble. Let me translate that for you. Indigent people mean poor people who got Parkinson's who can't afford expensive prescription drugs. That's what that says. So can this herb, this Mucuna pruriens, can it help them? And this is literally what it says. Okay. Let's see what we got it up in here. We investigated the efficacy and safety results when compared to the prescription stuff. Mucuna showed similar motor response with fewer bad side effects, basically. Induce greater motor movement than the prescription drugs. And this is for people with Parkinson's, with the Sheikhs, the Muhammad Ali's. They have better motor skill with this all natural stuff, longer duration and fewer bad side effects, basically. And no differences in the cardiovascular response was there. And the single dose Mucuna pruriens met all efficacy and safety outcome measures. Okay, look what it says right here. Clinical effects of high dose of Mucuna, the natural stuff, were similar to the prescription stuff with a more favorable tolerability profile. Let me translate that for you. Favorable tolerability profile is pharmaceutical company technobabble, translated as less side effects. Instead of saying less side effects, they say a more favorable tolerability profile. Ladies and gentlemen, we got stuff in Mind that is literally better than prescription drugs for things that happen to people's minds as they get older. Okay, we could do a whole 3-hour training on just this product, but we won't. Let's just move on to another product, another ingredient, because like I said, I get carried away with these products because of what they've done for people in my life, not in particular just my parents, but a lot of people who are older are just experiencing some phenomenal results. And we could go on with Mucuna because it's right here, neuroprotective. And again, this is coming from medical research, from doctors. It says right here, the medicinal plant is widely known for its antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties. I mean, it's absolutely phenomenal. Let me just touch on that for 1 second in case a buddy of mine just died from stroke. He was 46. He just passed away from a stroke about 2 weeks ago. And I just saw the word stroke right there. And I feel like it's going to be somewhere in here. So when I do research, I like to just kind of see There it is, where the words are at. There it is. So Macunapirians is now being studied. The seeds of the plant have potent medicinal value, and its extract has been tested in different models of neurodegenerative diseases, Alzheimer's disease, stroke, because of its neuroprotective importance. Okay, this is a very, very important thing. And it tells you right here, there it is. The potential targets for neuroprotection by the plant are delineated, which can be further studied to validate the hypothesis. All right, here's the point. When an article like this says, which can be further studied, that is pharmaceutical technobabble for y'all doctors need to be looking at this because it's helping people. If it wasn't helping people, they would say there's no need to study it, don't study it, waste of time, it's woo-woo witch doctor stuff that don't work. But you know, they gotta phrase it a certain way, and it's phenomenal. It says right here, it aims to summarize the medicinal importance of Macunapirians in treatments of these diseases. So the article, if you were to go read the whole article, it summarizes all the positive results. The positive results have already been proven in all of these tests. It's been widely used. In fact, it's crazy. They call it a drug, even though it's an all-natural plant. They said it's a well-established drug in Ayurveda and has been widely used for the treatment of neurological disorders and male infertility for ages. When they say for ages, that means a long time. That typically means it's very safe. The seeds of the plant have potent medicinal value. These are doctors with MDs talking about this, okay? Has potent medicinal value. Ladies and gentlemen, the real medicine, the real value is in the natural stuff that's on earth. Okay, let me pop over here for 1 second. Okay. I remember this verse and I'm just trying to see if I can pull it out. And I don't know if I got, there it is. I just want to put this out there for you, just a quick segue. Okay. And it says right here, there's a verse that I recall from Bible college. It just came back to me. I don't have time to look at it. There it is. And it says right here in Revelations, and the leaves of the tree were for the healings of the nations. Okay. And a lot of translations say the plants that God have there were for the healing of the nations. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my personal belief that plant life and different types of vegetation are literally for the healing of people. Let's do just one more ingredient and then we'll move on to something else because I can get carried away on this one. Let's just go dive into DHA. And this is the vegetable DHA. This is good. This is the good vegan stuff right here. And if y'all are getting any revelations about health in general, and this is just all off one product. This is just the mind product. All right. Right here, the role of DHA in preventing Alzheimer's disease. Okay. This is wild. All right. This is wild. This is things that people who are in the 60s and 70s wish they knew about. They got to spend their pension on something. They need to really be getting this mind product, and you need to be getting them for it. We look right here and it says DHA is essential for the growth and functional development of infants. And it's also required for the maintenance of normal brain function in adults. The inclusion of DHA improves learning ability. And this next part is very important. Whereas the deficiencies of DHA are associated with deficits in learning. Okay. The turnover of DHA in the brain is very fast. So more so than is generally realized. What does that mean? It means that once you consume it, your brain uses it very, very, very quickly. Okay. The turnover is very, very fast. So that means that you need to get some more in you very quickly, which is why I drink the mind product daily. Okay. And look what it says right here. And look, this is say, look, talk to your doctors, but this is actually say, I know parents who give their children this stuff all the time. During the last 50 years, many infants have been fed formula lacking DHA and other fatty acids, and DHA deficiencies are associated with fetal alcohol syndrome, ADHD, cystic fibrosis, this P word, unipolar depression, aggressive hostility, and adrenoleukodystrophy. Okay, please understand that. Bad stuff happens when you don't get DHA in your body. All right, bad stuff happens. So just understand that you need DHA, okay? And if you don't have DHA, look what happens as you get older. Decreases in DHA are associated with cognitive decline. Okay, what is that? Aging, onset, sporadic Alzheimer's disease. Okay, please understand that. Look what else it says right here. DHA is the active component in fish. All right, now we use the vegan DHA, which is actually better, but look what it says about DHA. All right, that type of fatty acid. All right, it means a reduction in sudden death from myocardial infarction. That's technobabble for heart attack. All right, this is going to not just help your brain, but this is going to help you prevent heart attacks. Look, I'm just a messenger. Don't get mad at me. Let's finish up with this because this is wild. Wild. DHA has a positive effect on diseases such as hypertension, arthritis, arteriosclerosis, depression, type 2 diabetes, heart attack, thrombosis, and some cancers. Ladies and gentlemen, can you pause with me for a second and just ask yourself, okay, just ask yourself, okay, why are more people not on the ball with the stuff that we just talked about just now? Let's go on to another product because we could do this all night with this one, okay? But more people need to have that DHA in their life, all right? More people need to have carrots, macunapurians, and things of that nature in their life. Let's go on to another product. Let's go to Body, which is one of my favorites. Okay, should be near the top. There we go. And let's go to the product information. Let's look at some of these ingredients. And HBN is known for using only the purest, best, all natural, all organic, and vegan friendly ingredients. Now we can talk about beetroot. I wanted to sleep on this one, but I said, you know what? Let me look. This is how I actually do research. And I want to look up beetroot. I don't want to look and hear about it from HBN. They can tell me anything because they want their product to sound great. But let me look at what the doctors say. People got to talk to my doctor. Fine. I'm talking to some of the smartest doctors in the world who are peer-reviewed medical research. Okay. Effects of beetroot juice supplementation. What on earth? What are we talking about over here? Let's find out. Athletes use nutritional supplementation to advance the effects of training and achieve improvements in athletic performance. Beetroot juice increases levels of nitric oxide, which serve multiple functions related to increased blood flow, gas exchange, mitochondrial biogenesis and efficiency, and strengthening of muscle contraction. Okay, now let's pause right there. Strengthening of muscle contraction. Ladies and gentlemen, do you know that the heart is made out of 100% striated involuntary muscle fiber? It's referring to your strength of your heart. This is why it helps athletes perform better, because it helps with cardiovascular. Okay, this is very, very important. All right. Beetroot juice can improve cardiovascular endurance by athletes and regular people by increasing efficiency. All right, now let's pause there. Let's look at what it says. Increasing efficiency. Don't you want your heart to get more blood pumped with one pump? Your heart only has so many beats in it before you die. Some people say it's around 1 billion beats. Wouldn't you love for your heart to increase efficiency and have 1.3 or 1.4 billion beats instead of just 1 billion? Okay, we could talk more about that, but I just want you to know that beats is the real deal. Okay, in fact, look what it says right here. Pathogen includes activation of disease suppressive functions. There's something about beets, okay, we'll figure it out, that suppress disease. We're just not going to dive into all that, but it's absolutely phenomenal what happens. Let's go to another ingredient. Let's go to another ingredient. Okay, turmeric. Now I happen to know turmeric also is called curcumin, but let's go ahead and look up turmeric and see what that's working with in the medical community, because you're never going to hear about this in a doctor's office. You gotta dig deep. Okay, turmeric. Yes, I did mean turmeric. Almost 7,000 articles. Okay, let's look. Effects of turmeric on alleviating the symptoms of arthritis. Well, that's wonderful. Sounds good to me. Okay. Turmeric is also known as curcumin. Its major constituent is non-toxic and safe. That's wonderful. Okay. What's this article talking? I have no idea what this article is going to say. I just feel good about it. Got a good feeling about it. Let's see what we're talking about him. Okay, turmeric's effects. Curcumin, which is the main ingredient in turmeric, is known recently, this is recent, to have antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, anti-cancer effects, and thanks to these, has an important role in prevention and treatment of various illnesses ranging noticeably from cancer to autoimmune like AIDS and HIV, neurological, brain, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, cardiovascular like heart attack, and diabetic. Ladies and gentlemen, why wouldn't you not want to take this? This should be in everybody's house. Okay, this should literally be in everybody's home. Okay, let's just do one more, because I like I said, okay, we'll do two. AMLA. Let's see what's going on with AMLA. Okay, got to go back to PubMed.gov. I got excited, closed the whole window. I hope y'all are getting some value from this, ladies and gentlemen, because this is the type of stuff that when I found this out, I had to make sure. My family had these products. I had to make sure. It says right here, therapeutic potential of Philanthus umbilica, AMLA. Let's see what's up with it. Let's check it. What's AMLA doing today? According to peer-reviewed medical research, third-party peer-reviewed. Okay, the plant is used as a medicine. Of course, sounds good to me. All parts of the plant are used for medicinal purposes. Okay, here we go. Now it's used in Ayurveda. Yeah, everybody knows it's used in traditional Indian medicine, but we're talking about over here. This is what I'm looking for, traditional medicine. This medicine right over here in America, it's used in traditional medicine for the treatment of diarrhea, jaundice, inflammation, and various plant parts show anti-diabetic, hypolipidemic, antibacterial, antioxidant, anti-ulcerogenic, and hepatoprotective, gastroprotective, and chemopreventative properties. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't never want to hear, I got to talk to my doctor ever again. Your doctor don't even know this. They went to medical school 20 years ago and haven't looked up nothing since. They didn't have to, okay? We're doing the real research based on doctors that are still, putting in the work, okay? Prevention of cancer, why not? Let's take a look. Let's take a look. AMLA is also reported to possess radiomodulatory, chemomodulatory, and chemopreventative effects. Okay, love to hear it. Preclinical studies have shown that AMLA possesses antipyretic, analgesic, antitussive, and a bunch of other protective good stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna just tell you, this is absolutely phenomenal information that some people who are watching this recording have never heard of before, but I'm just telling you, we go all out for products here at HBN. Let's dive on over to ashwagandha, and that'll be maybe the last one we check, and we'll move on to another product. Another product with some different ingredients on there. We're just having a lot of fun. I can just tell I'm having a lot of fun doing this, and hopefully y'all are just getting the information that logically makes this make sense. The effects of ashwagandha, all right? What's ashwagandha talking about today? Neurodegenerative diseases commonly induce irreversible destruction of the central nervous system, resulting in permanent functional impairments. What does that mean? Permanent brain damage. That's what it means. Effective medication against neurodegenerative diseases are currently lacking, as in prescription drugs and treatments are not getting it done. Okay, not getting it done. It says right here in traditional Indian medicine, for general debility, consumption, nervous exhaustion, insomnia, loss of memory, they use ashwagandha. So let's dive a little bit deeper, okay? Let's dive a little bit deeper into some things that you can use this for the brain according to doctors. This is not my talk, all right? This is a long one, but we'll try to track down the information, okay? Let's see. They're going to describe it below. Give me a minute. Yeah, pretty much everything here is going to be very, very positive. The way I'm seeing it, the scientific research on ashwagandha and other herbal remedies right up in here may be classified into three major categories, and these categories are going to be very positive in nature. Okay, very positive in nature, and in fact, they just said that the medical stuff is just lacking. Let me find something that's actually a little bit more clear. We could break down this article. It would just take me a minute. I don't feel like really doing that on a recording night. Let's find the article that is a little more cut and dry from there. Let's scientific basis for the therapeutic use. Let's see, did we already click on that one? No, we did not. Results, here we go. Let's just get right to the results. Studies indicate that ashwagandha possesses anti-inflammatory, anti-tumor, anti-stress, antioxidant, homeopoietic, rejuvenating properties. It also appears to have a positive influence on the endocrine, cardiopulmonary, and this is what I was looking for, and the central nervous system. That's your brain. The mechanisms for these properties are not fully understood. Fine by me. Toxicity studies reveal that ashwagandha appears to be safe. The prescription drugs not only don't work, the prescription drugs come with side effects. This is amazing. In the future, this will be the medicine. The pharmaceutical companies will try to suppress this information, okay? But it is absolutely incredible with little to no associated toxicity. Ladies and gentlemen, let me just take a pause for the cause, because I get fired up. I get excited about this stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're getting value from this, if anything is resonating with you at all about these ingredients, please put that in the chat. Just put that in the chat. Let me just see what's going on in the chat over here, because I want to make sure that people are really getting value from what we're talking about. I didn't want to do all this research on my own. Okay, yeah, great. So yeah, exactly, absolutely. Yeah, that's what I want to hear. That's what I want to hear. Now, we're going to take it to another level with the next round of products, but I just want to make sure that y'all are getting value from how we're doing this. This is peer-reviewed, third-party medical research, no hype, no goofy rah-rah talk, no company paid these doctors to do this. They are doing this out the goodness of their heart to help people, okay? So let's dive back into it, and we're going to shift focus just a little bit with the next line of products, okay? But you'll get it. It's going to click for you the same way it clicked for me. I never get tired of talking about stuff. Now, we talked about mind, we talked about body. Let's just do a little bit of talk about soul. You can actually get all three of these, okay? You can actually get all three. You can get a 7 to 10 day supply of all three of these to test out for $13.95. That does come with at least 10 or 11 volume points. Ladies and gentlemen, you can get this for your family for $13.95 for 7 to 10 days. And every ingredient I just named is in these, plus an entire boatload of ingredients, which we didn't even talk about. And because it's Heart Body Naturals, because it's Alexandria Brighton, these are going to be the purest of ingredients of their type in the world, okay, by far. All right, let's look at just a little bit more about some of these. Let's just look at two different ingredients from this one, because I really want to move on. This is one I had never heard of before, Gucci. Had never heard of that. Hey, sounds like Gucci. I'm here for it. Let's check it out. And let's do what we've been doing. Let's go to the doctors. Okay, let's go to the doctors and just see what's going on with them, what they get, what do they have to tell us about this particular product. Let me close that window. About this particular ingredient, which I had never heard of before, been in this industry for a while, never even heard of such a thing. There it is. Okay, so we're just looking to see the stuff, plaque, gingivitis. Okay, looking at different things here. I think this is what it's called. Maybe we need to look at the medical name, Tenospora. That's what I need to do, Tenospora. Okay, there we go. There it is. All right, whatever that is, let's check that out. Now we getting into it, the chemistry and pharmacology, and we look. Whoa, okay, this is gonna be good. I might touch on this a little bit later. But I tell you what, I love to see it. I love to see it. And we're going to come back and check out some of that stuff. But let's look at, right here, let's look at this one, the immunomodulatory properties. And why do we want to look at that one? Because that means it's really helping boost your immune system. But let's just see what's going on with it, what they're talking about over here. Numerous pharmacology studies have demonstrated that, Tenospora cordifolia modulates, as in activates, key signaling pathways related to cell proliferation, inflammation, and immune modulation. Okay, this is very, very important. Now, it says right here, there's not a lot of research on this one yet, but it also says here, though, it has historically been used to combat acute inflammation as well as promote a more balanced immune response. and it has been administered either alone or compositions containing it. So I wanted to see a little more research from that. That's perfectly fine. I'm sure we'll have more if we really dig deep, but at the same time, looks to be another good thing. And I think if we had more time to really check it out, all this stuff looks really good. I'm gonna be frank. All this stuff's really good, but let's move on to something that has just a little bit easier for us to find than one of these very, very rare herbs that's in here. Let's try camel. We'll roll the dice on that one. And let's kind of see what that does. I have to do more research on the Tenospora, see what's going on with that. And we'll probably include that in the next one, because if it's in there for a good reason. So now we're looking at camel. And it says it inhibits oxidative stress by regulating in fat. Oh, and I know what the NRF2. Now let's talk about this one. This is going to be fun. Okay. For one very important reason, we're looking at camel right now, and I want to talk about it. It says right here, it received a great deal of attention for its potential pharmacological activities. Okay. But there is little information on it as far as skin diseases, but it is very good as far as the potential, okay, of pharmacological activities, but not the skin diseases. So that's a separate thing. This is what I really want to point at right here. This is very, very important. I'll tell you why. Furthermore, camel fruit treatment, eating fruit basically, increased NAD. That is huge, okay, huge. And it says right here, it activated the expression of what's called nuclear factor E2 related factor 2. That is called NRF2. I'm gonna say that again because I'm gonna blow your mind in a second. It says right here, furthermore, camel fruit treatment activated the expression of nuclear factor E2 related factor 2. Ladies and gentlemen, that is called NRF2. It activates the NRF2 pathway. Okay, so you drink Sol, this particular thing, camel, is going to activate something called the NRF2 pathway. Now, Will, what is the NRF2 pathway? Well, Coach Jones, I'm so glad you asked. Let's pop open a window for that. NRF2, I know what it is, anti-aging, that's what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, look what it says about NRF2. NRF2 is the ultimate anti-aging weapon. It's a protein within our cells responsible for regulating the production of antioxidants. It is known in scientific circles, okay, as the master regulator because it controls immune and inflammatory responses, tissue remodeling, cancer formation, and cognitive dysfunction. What does that mean in regular talk? It prevents cancer and it prevents cognitive dysfunction. What does that mean? The brain stuff we just talked about, Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, dementia, it prevents these things. Let's look right here. Let's go to the doctors. I know y'all want to see it. Let's go to the doctors. NRF2 is good. That's all you need to know. NRF2 is important. Okay, it is all stress and aging, and it keeps you young. NRF2 declines during aging, but when you take camel, okay, it's going to activate the NRF2 pathway. Look at all these articles. You even got Estee Lauder trying to unveil an NRF2 anti-aging skincare product. Okay, we're gonna drink it. All right, it's absolutely incredible. Anything that activates NRF2 is gonna be very, very hot in the streets. Okay, very, very hot in the streets. Okay, it's amazing. Now, amazing. Okay, so let's go back to where we were at, activating NRF2 pathway. And what does that mean? It simply means that camel is an anti-aging agent. All right, it's going to turn backwards the clock on your aging. This is probably why I feel, oh, here we go. Let me just catch this one out of there. There it is. Guducci. That's what it does. Check it out at a later date. We don't even have to go look. It's right there for us. Immune system, joint health, and prevent stress. Love it. Okay. So that being said, we could go on and on about the ingredients in Sol, but what we're going to do is we're going to move on to another product. This is one of my favorites. We actually have a video about this product, but I just want to touch on a couple here for you because it is really my goal to give you as much information as you need to fall in love with these products the way that I have. Okay, and right here, ladies and gentlemen, black seed extract. Now, I want you to be very clear. This is black seed extract, not oil. This is more potent than the oil. This is extract, and I want you to remember this. 3,000 milligrams of thymoquinone. 3,000 milligrams of thymoquinone, okay? This is pure black seed extract, okay? Now, let's go over Nigella sativa. May sound familiar, okay? This is actually the cousin of cannabis sativa, okay? But it does not contain any CBD or THC, so don't worry, all right? Don't worry. But we're gonna talk about what this really does according to who? The doctors. So when I put in black seed, I'm gonna tell you what's gonna come up. A couple different things. Nigella sativa is gonna come up. Okay, I can put in Nigella, there it is. That's gonna come up because that's the scientific name for it. And then also, okay, you're gonna see this word a lot, thymoquinone. Let me see if we can get that pulled in there. I just want you to see those. Let me make sure I'm spelling that right. There it is, thymoquinone. That is the active ingredient in black seed oil. Okay, so you can see right here in this article, we're gonna click on it in a second. It says Nigella sativa. Y'all notice that the black seed extract is a promising source of compounds, including thymoquinone. Thymoquinone is the active ingredient in black seed oil, and this is why our black seed oil has what? 3,000 milligrams. 3,000 milligrams of thymoquinone. It's incredible. So let's look at what thymoquinone, the active ingredient in black seed oil, does. Okay, it talks about right here, Nigella sativa includes thymoquinone. This is where it comes from. Now look at what thymoquinone does. It has been found effective to inhibit the different cancer stages, such as proliferation, migration, and invasion. It also acts as an anti-cancer agent against different human cancers, such as breast cancer, pancreatic cancer, prostate cancer, blood cancer, oral cancer, bone cancer, head cancer, neck cancer, cervical cancer, liver cancer, and lung cancer. Ladies and gentlemen, thymoquinone is phenomenal. It is phenomenal, okay? And look what it says right here. This having thymoquinone in humans, this is tested on people, mind you. This is all about the humans, has proven new pharmacological agent against several types of cancers. Ladies and gentlemen, we could stop this video now and everybody should probably go buy black seed oil. Everybody should go get the HBN black seed oil right now, okay? But hold on, because I wanna really take it to another level for you. And again, I said we were gonna touch on this. Okay, we're looking at the C word right now. Now this ain't me, this is just, look, this is just what the doctor said. Y'all get mad at me if y'all want. This is what the doctor said. I didn't say it. I didn't say it. This is what the doctor said. So now let's look and see what's going on right here in this particular article. And there is no conflict of interest. Ain't no doctors and nobody paying these doctors to do this. No pharmaceutical companies, no HBN, no nothing. Okay? To read this stuff right here, it says compelling evidence, okay? Combining the therapeutic efficiency of Nigella sativa along with reasonable computational findings. That's technobabble for statistics, okay? That's all that means. Strongly suggestive of combating the emerged C-19 pandemic. Wow, wow, wow. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna take it one step. Nigella sativa oil could immensely potential and feasible to prevent and what? I didn't say this, just the article said, okay? This is peer-reviewed, third-party, peer-reviewed medical research, okay? And this stuff, you've probably never heard of it, and no network marketing companies are even trying to get this into the hands of the people. They too scared. But here at HBN, we know exactly what we're doing because Alexandria Brighton said, hey, we might need to get this. This is what people need. Oh, look, clinical trials. Whoa, ladies and gentlemen, hold on now. Wait, I'm gonna just hit there. I'm gonna just hit y'all over the head with this and we're gonna move on because it's getting ugly. I feel sorry for anybody who don't have Nigella sativa oil in their life. It's a herbal medicine with antiviral and immunomodulatory activities and has been recommended for the treatment of what? You see it, you see it. Don't get mad at me, talk to the doctors. And it's 2021. This is recent medical research that's not gonna make it into a medical school book for another 10 years. This is one of the most incredible natural health products of our time. We have it here right here at HBN, let me tell you, we got it here for $29. Okay, $29. Let me blow your mind. 3,000 milligrams of thymoquinone. If you got a half bone in your body and you care about anybody, you could even get that for a gift card, $25 off. You can get this for $4.95. Everybody should have this in their house for every man, woman, and child in your house. 3,000 milligrams of thymoquinone. You know how potent that is? Let me show you how potent it is. Okay, let me show you. I'm gonna go over to Amazon. Okay, and I'm gonna just tell you what I did. I went and looked at all of the stuff, all of the ingredients that we talked about today, and a couple more that I'm gonna talk about in a second. I put them in the Amazon shopping cart, and I didn't get the most expensive ones either. I got some cheap stuff, $14. It was $317 in Amazon just to get a few of the ingredients that we have, about 16 ingredients. We got over 50 in the products that we have. We just didn't talk about them all. Okay, you got to go to Amazon and pay $317. I went and added up the products we talked about with all of these ingredients that we just discussed, plus a bunch more. Ladies and gentlemen, it came out to $155. You could have got, so you could spend $155 with HBN. You can get paid to buy that, by the way. So it's actually less than that. You can use a gift card and get paid to buy it. So it's actually less than that. It might cost you about $100. You can, so people say, oh, you can get it cheaper on Amazon. Actually, no, you can't. No, you can't. And for the thing that everybody really needs, this is the #1 rated black seed oil on Amazon. Let me prove it to you. Let me show you what's going on, because we don't even play the Amazon game over here. This is I'm going to this is the #1 recommended Amazon right here, the black seed oil. Okay, this one right here, five-star reviews. This one over here. Let me tell you why I did not even want to look at this one. Let me tell you why. Let me just be very clear with you, and I'm gonna go back to black seed oil in a second. We're not done. I look at this, and it says right here, it's amazing. It says 3 times the thymoquinone. Now here's the thing. It doesn't tell you 3 times of what? Is it 3 times of 1 milligram? I mean, what is it? Three, they don't even let you see. You can't even, they don't even let you see the side. How much thymoquinone is in that? They don't tell you. They don't tell you. Why don't they tell you? Because they know it ain't 3,000. That's why. And they can go buy, you can get it for $25. Ours is $29, but at least we know how much thymoquinone we're getting. And if you want to use a gift card, ours is only $4. So yes, it's cheaper than Amazon. But let me go to somebody whose black seed oil at least had the heart. They at least had the heart to put how much thymoquinone was in theirs. Let's look and see. There you go. Let's see. Thymoquinone, where is it at? How much thymoquinone is in there? They say 20%, but there it is, 100 milligrams. They got 100 milligrams of thymoquinone per capsule. That's fantastic. We got 3,000 milligrams. Ours is 29, theirs is 28. And here's the crazy part. We get paid to buy ours. So if I go and create an account and I buy our thymoquinone, I get paid 30%. So ours actually comes out to like $20. If I really wanted to be a G, I would go ahead and use a gift card and get ours for $4. So ours has a lot more thymoquinone than anything you're gonna find on Amazon, and ours is going to be money back guaranteed to work. And then also too, the price, it's a given, and we all know that liquid is gonna be more absorbable in your body than capsules, okay? So we got better stuff than Amazon, it's more affordable than Amazon, and we don't even have to play the Amazon game, okay? I'm gonna go to one more thing, let me check the chat. I'm gonna go to one more thing, and look what she says right here. This is what she said. I used to say I don't like black seed, not anymore. I'm telling you, black seed oil. Listen, this I'm gonna just tell you it's phenomenal. But I want to do one more thing for you to really show you how potent this is. We know that black seed deals with the cancer. It deals with the C word, right? Let's see if it happens to do a little something over here. And I want to make sure that we have the lines on mute so we can keep the recording. We can keep the recording clear. Okay. Now, this is very interesting. Thymoquinone, the extract, we're not even talking about oil, the extract, okay, protects human skin from UVA irradiated oxidative stress, inflammation, and myocardial dysfunction. Okay, that's basically skin cancer and a bunch of other stuff. Nigella sativa is actually protecting your skin. You can put it on your skin topically, or you can consume it. All right, let me go to one more. This is fun. Thymoquinone, focus on what? The NRF2 pathway. Ladies and gentlemen, black seed oil is also activates the anti-aging pathway. So when you take mind, body, and soul, you take black seed oil, you are seeing the power, okay, of anti-aging in your body. Right here, anti-inflammatory effects of thymoquinone. What diseases is it protecting people from? A lot. Okay, and let's go ahead and keep that line on mute if we can. I keep hearing some background noise. I don't want to mess up the recording, okay? Let's just look at what it says right here and we'll move on. Thymoquinone, Nigella sativa, has an anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, anti-apoptotic properties in several disorders: asthma, hypertension, diabetes. This is why people's A1C numbers are dropping when they take it. This is why: inflammation, bronchitis, headache, eczema, fever, dizziness, and influenza. I mean, this is phenomenal. It exerts its anti-inflammatory and antioxidant effects via several molecular pathways, but I just want to skip down to this one because we talked about it. Nuclear factor, erythroid-2, related factor 2, NRF2. It's an anti-aging agent, anti-cancer, antiviral, okay, and a whole lot more. Ladies and gentlemen, we could go on for a long time about black seed oil, but we don't need to. Okay, we don't need to. All right, I'm gonna tell you right now. Let me come back on camera because this is I'm so fired up. I gotta settle down, man. I'm gonna have to. I'm so fired up right now, Coach Sonic. I gotta take a pause, man. We're gonna have to do. I got so much more information to cover. But I want to break it up and do a whole. Because I threw a lot of medical information at people. I want to break it up and to do another session. This one's about an hour and a half, so we could do like another hour and 90 minutes or so. Because the information that I got right now, there are some people I need to go get this for right now. I'm fired up all over again. And the things that we saw, that was only mind, body, soul, and black seed. We only covered 4 products. That's enough to build a billion-dollar company around 4 products. We got like another 20 to go. Okay, so y'all just got to give me some time to just settle down, and we'll do another one of these as early as tomorrow. I'm just so excited about the real life testimonies. We got some people that have gotten off of 30 prescription drugs, taking these products. I'm just giving you true stories. It's not a medical claim. Just giving you true stories. I know a gentleman who got off over 60 prescription drugs. I know people who reversed diabetes. I know a young lady who couldn't get pregnant for years and years and years and years. She started drinking the juice, pregnant. She calls it an HBN baby. Her doctor said, whatever you drink and keep doing that. Her and her husband trying to get pregnant for years. It's phenomenal. But I really wanted to give you, instead of giving you a fish, teach you how to fish. And all you have to do is go to any HBN product you want and look under the hood. And look and say, okay, I gotta see what's the hype, what's the big deal about these ingredients. And we only covered 3 or 4 different ingredients when they got 20 and 30 ingredients per product.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. So that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and turn it back over to you, Coach Sonic. I just want to make a quick shout out. This juice that I drink every day, I want to tell y'all what's in it. It's mind, body, soul, slimmer, and fulvic acid all in one drink. I use a Mio to flavor it with the water. I put 2 scoops of all of that in there, and I drink this every day. Like I said, I feel 21 again, only with better judgment. I knew it was working, but now to research it all over again and see why it's working, I'm never going to go a day without this. Like, I'm simply never going to do it. And if I can make one quick product recommendation for people who are thinking, Coach, about what to do, let me dive back over to the screen share one more time, and I'm going to turn it back over to you. We'll finish up right at the 90-minute mark. Let me go pop over to the screen share. One thing that you're going to get a lot of questions about at HBN, because we have so many products, people say, what should I try? What should I get? What I tell everybody, I'm always a fan of black seed oil. Even if you use a gift card, I don't care. My personal goal is to get our black seed extract into the hands of 1 million people. at whatever cost, because it's that good and it helps so many different things, even things we don't know about yet. But one of the products that I really love that we have that is a relatively new addition to the HBN product catalog is going to be Nova Coffee. And the reason I love this product is because if people are confused about what to get, you can actually get this product for $34. You can actually get it. You could get a 7 to 10 day supply. It says 7 servings. That's about 7 to 10 days. You can get a 7 to 10 day supply of Nova Coffee for $13.95. Plus, let's go back one. Let me open up this one too. So just remember that $13.95, just $14. Please remember that. Plus a 7 to 10 day supply of the Mind, Body, Soul, the Healing Trilogy, all 3 of them for $13.95. That's $28. So basically, if you wanted to get the coffee for 7 to 10 days and the Healing Trilogy 7 to 10 days, that's $28. With a gift card, that's $3. You could get $3 for 7 to 10 day supply of literally life-changing, I consider life-saving type things. I'm not saying be cheap. I'm saying get the full serving sizes, get the black seed oil, get everything. But at the same time, we are not here to make money as much as we are here to change lives. And in order to do that, we got to get these products into the hands of people, period. Now, here's the thing. Why I wanted to just touch on the coffee, if you're only going to get one product and you want to get the coffee, ashwagandha, which we may have discussed that or not, but I definitely had it on my list of ingredients to discuss. Yep. Mucuna pruriens, we discussed that. DHA, we discussed that. Bacopa monnieri and Gotu Kola are all ingredients that are in Mind, Body, and Soul. So you have some of the top ingredients in all those other products are actually in the coffee. So the coffee is one of the greatest things that you can drink, because I've seen people, I'm gonna just tell you, Coach, I've seen people forget to kiss their kids in the morning when they go into work. I've seen people just run out the door and forget to kiss their kids. I've seen people forget to, wait a minute, why my video ain't popping? Hold on now. Okay, I don't know what, there we go. I've seen people forget to say their prayers in the morning. I've seen people run out the door with mixed match shoes on to get to work. I have never seen somebody leave without their coffee. I've never seen it. I never seen, they'll be late to work on purpose to stop at Starbucks and get coffee, okay? So people will forget to drink the juice or forget to take a vitamin, but we put the vitamins in the coffee. We made the coffee the healthiest coffee in the history of the universe, and that's why we love when people get it, because they're not forgetting to get all ingredients we just talked about and a few more that we didn't even discuss. That's all in there. So if I could only recommend one product, it's going to be swap out your coffee you're currently drinking with a better tasting coffee that's better for you. And the main difference between Nova Coffee and Starbucks or Folgers is that it tastes better. It makes you feel better. And Starbucks and Folgers ain't going to make you 100 grand a year, but that Nova Coffee will. That Nova Coffee will. So that being said, I'm going to turn it back over to you, Coach, man. I know we were going hype tonight, but I wanted to give people some information, and we're going to definitely do a part 2, and we're going to cover some more products and do a deep dive on the essential oils. I really can't wait to share the science on that, because there's just as much science on that than or anything else we talked about.
Well, we talked about some of the essential oils a little earlier, and so I'm excited. I can't wait till we do that part 2, because now they don't know what I know, you know. But here's the thing, man. For anybody that is watching and recording, if you feel like you need to stop, you should have enough information to really kind of, you know, get an idea of what you should be starting with. But what I do want to do is, you know, if you want to continue, we're going to go into a little bit of Q&A. And you know what? One of your questions might be in here. So it'll behoove you to continue watching. It's not going to hurt, because first we learn, then we earn. We'll take that L off, then we earn. But with that being said, you know, thank you, Mr. Zanders, for taking your time out to discuss some of our main products and educating the individuals on what, not only why it's important for us to get it, but what makes our products different. Because listen, you just said the top 10 companies are health and wellness companies and product type companies, but why HBN? And there's so many reasons. This is just one of them, to be honest with you. This is just one of them. And so with that being said, I want to, open up for some questions. So if you have questions, I'm gonna give you guys a chance to either raise your hand and we'll call on you, or you could post it in the chat and we'll read it off and get it answered by Mr. Zanders. But I want to start really quick with some suggestions. If we have some people that we're not making medical claims or anything like that. Let's be clear. But when you have some really good friends or business partners or what have you, or we may be brand new and we know some people that have certain issues of diabetes or things like that. What, from your experience, what products do you think work? Because I know I have one person on here that is suffering from diabetes. I was looking at my blood work and everything myself. I'm pre-diabetic. And so what products would you suggest for someone like that? Let's start with that one.
Wonderful, wonderful. Let's take a twofold approach to this. So number one, I'm gonna tell you personally, the black seed oil, for any diabetic, the black seed oil, and I'm gonna show you why in a second, truly, truly profound. And the testimonials we get from that are mind-blowing, like show-stopping testimonials from people who are type 1 and type 2 diabetics. So that being said, now I would assume just as good for pre-diabetic as well. The black seed oil, also the mind, body, and soul. And the reason I recommend the mind, body, and soul is because there are so many ailments that those ingredients handle when they're formulated in a way like Alexandria Brighton does. This is not a white label product. Some companies will be like, all right, we're gonna get this product from a company and put our label on it. That's called white labeling. Right. And people in this industry do that all the time. These are patented formulations, okay, that we have the actual proprietary information for the ratios. And let me just give you a little bit of insight into, again, what makes it different. Then I'm going to show you a second set of eyes, I guess, on the diabetes question in general, because it's such an important question. Alexandria Brighton has such a reputation around the world for being a do-right person, for being a person who has the knowledge, the expertise, and the relationships, okay, with the farmers who have these particular things, even arrangements with the countries on the import-export side. You don't get network marketing companies that do business in 100 countries to multiple billions of dollars without knowing the ins and outs. So for example, someone says, oh, well, your product got ashwagandha, but our product got ashwagandha too. Here's what makes our ashwagandha different. The best ashwagandha in the world, the farmers in India will literally call Alexandria Brighton first and say, hey, we got the crop just hit, okay? She does this with everything. The lavender as well, for the essential oil, the crop just hit. Do you want to fly in and pick out the best of the crop that you want for your company? And once you're done, we'll let all other network marketing companies come get what's left. That happens in real life. So we're always getting the premium, the best version of everything, and not a single product formulator in the industry can even hold a candle, look, Google them, to even hold a candle to Alexandria Brighton on the herbal plant medicine side. You can't come close. So that being said, let me just pop over here for 1 second, Coach, and I'm gonna just tell you, this is exactly what I do. I wanna just reiterate this particular technique, I guess. And this is what I like to do. So I look at our different ingredients, and what I like to do is go to the doctors, and not the doctors that get paid to talk, not the Fauci's, okay? Not the doctors get paid to talk. I wanna go to the doctors that are doing peer-reviewed medical research just because it's what they love to do. Let me be very frank. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put in Nigella sativa, okay? And I'm gonna put in look, already popped up. And I just wanna see how many articles there are. Okay, 175, all right? Now here it is, a review on the therapeutical potential of Nigella sativa. And then right up here, we're looking right here, effects of Nigella sativa on type 2 diabetes. Well, let's check it out. Let's check it out. I have no idea what's gonna pop up here, but let's see. Let's see. A total of 7 articles. Nigella sativa was shown to significantly improve laboratory parameters, that's blood work, of hypoglycemia and diabetes after treatment, with a significant fall in fasting blood glucose, hemoglobin, and insulin resistance, and a rise in serum insulin. In conclusion, These findings suggest that Nigella sativa could be used as an adjuvant in addition to oral anti-diabetic drugs and diabetes control. I mean, I don't know what other information people need from not y'all on the Zoom, obviously, but I don't know exactly how much other information people need, because I love the fact that we can just go to peer-reviewed medical research and just find that, okay? To just find that. So that's the black seed oil. But I don't even want to stop there. I want to go just a little bit deeper, okay? Let's look at just some other ingredients that we discussed tonight. I just want to go just a little bit deeper. We talked about the mind, body, and soul, and I'm just going to pick out an ingredient at random, and let's see if it has anything to do with diabetes. I don't know, but we'll find out tonight. Ashwagandha, I have no idea. I have no idea, but let's see. Let's see. I don't know. So we're going to go back on. What, say again?
I was saying ashwagandha's inflammation. I take that too. You know?
There it is. Yeah. Well, look, we got it here. Yeah. So I'm gonna just see if it got anything to do with diabetes. I have no idea, but we'll find out today. Doesn't look like it, but we'll just click search just to see. Some different thing. It very well could be. I don't know, but it's not popping out like I want it to. Right. So obviously inflammation, but it could have some additional things. Let's see. What is it helping with over here? Oh, well, I stand corrected. Look at God. This medicinal plant provides benefits against many human illnesses. This is not just tested on rats. This is tested on people. Human illnesses such as epilepsy, depression, arthritis, diabetes. Well, what do you know, ladies and gentlemen? This is something else. So we want to use the mind, body, and soul, and this is absolutely phenomenal. So we can literally spend another, I don't know how many hours. On looking at these particular products and ingredients, but as we surmise, the black seed oil, the mind, body, soul, ashwagandha, these other, I promise you, if you want to do your own research on it, feel free, but you're going to be blown away. And like that's why I recommended mind, body, soul, and black seed oil immediately, because I've heard so many personal testimonies from people in our organization about what happened to them when they took those products and the effect it had on their diabetes. So yeah, you can do your own research or just take our word, whatever. It's going to be great for you no matter what. So that made me excited, Coach. I didn't think we was going to see it, man. I'm like, look, what do you know? The doctors are in the house.
Man. Good stuff. Good stuff. Anybody have any other questions? I know you posted what was in your juice.
Yeah.
And you know, we're gonna get into the gut buster on another time.
We will lead, let me write that down so I don't forget. We are going to lead in the next video, okay, with the 3 most popular juice recipes, okay, and what products are in there and how to make them and prepare them, and then we're going to go do a deep dive on the essential oils. Because those are one of the most phenomenal and yet misunderstood natural health products in the world. But if you thought the information tonight was impressive, wait till we do a deep dive over there as early as tomorrow or the next day. Let's get it sorted out. It's going to be great.
Excellent, excellent. Sean, did you have a question?
Yeah. So I'm one of those that's on 30 different medications.
Okay.
And my sister calls me the oil whisperer. What I have learned, because I love essential oils.
Come on now.
What I have learned is that I cannot, like I have to wait at least 20 minutes in between taking my medicine and the essential oil. Okay. Is that something that has come up as far as the other products as well? Since it's a natural supplement, so that it doesn't affect the efficiency of it?
Yeah, so that's a great question. So it hasn't come up, but as far as the timing of it, and I'm surprised it hasn't, believe it or not. But this is what I would recommend. Always go with what your doctor's telling you, because that's your medical healthcare professional who knows you and your unique situation. That's number 1. Number 2, for anybody, if I was ever in doubt, I would always do the medicine first and then wait. And simply because what happens with a lot of these natural products, I saw the verbiage in PubMed.gov, but your body loves natural stuff more than it loves the artificial chemical stuff. So if the prescription drug is going into your system and the all natural product comes right there, your body is going to push the artificial one to the side, not even take it, and upregulate and take the natural one because it's familiar with the plants and the berries and the juices and the fruits. It's familiar with that. So it's going to load that in first, and that may not be what's best for you with your medical regimen. So I think what you just said, a lot of people, I hope they watch this part of the video so they can, number one, always talk to your healthcare professional first, but then two, assuming everything's legit because all ingredients are all natural, obviously. If they recommend taking that break, do it, because it could never hurt you to wait a longer time to take our products. Most people ain't been taking them for 10 years. 20 minutes ain't gonna kill you, you know, and they're gonna work anyway. That's my point. They're gonna work anyway. I've never heard of anybody saying, I had to stop taking my prescription drugs and then use these. No, they say I'm using HBN products like it's going out of style, and my prescription drugs, when I went to get my blood work done, I just needed less and less and less of them over time. So maybe what I'll do for the next one, I'll try to get some people that have some different health ailments to hop on the Zoom with us, and they can maybe tell their stories too. And so I think that'll be very important for people who want to eventually get off the prescription drugs, because they do play a very valuable role, especially depending on the health condition. But what I've noticed over the years is it's just like carrots. A lot of the prescription drugs come from natural things. They just got to soup them up and, you know, and make them their own, so nobody else can sell them. That's business. And we like to be very transparent that it's a business for them, but I admit they do save a lot of lives. I'm gonna be very, very honest about that. When I was had to have a surgery, guess what? I was happy with the antibiotics they gave me. I wasn't talking about, look, I need some ashwagandha, don't worry about the penicillin. No, if I'm in a car wreck and I'm bleeding out to die, do whatever y'all gotta do to get me right. But once I'm right, I definitely like to operate as healthy as natural as I can. But I'm never gonna be mad at you know, be it penicillin or whatever else the doctor recommends. I have a great relationship with my doctor. But what I'd like to do is on the next one, let's get some people that I know for sure have some testimonials as far as prescription drugs that are more relatable, and they can tell their stories, and you can ask them some questions. And I think they'll give some phenomenal answers as well. But I think the 20 minutes, great window. I wouldn't change a thing. I wouldn't change a thing.
Great stuff. We have a question in the chat from Lysandra saying, what about people with depression? Is there anything that you can think of that may be really good for depression?
100,000%. Great question there. Before I got involved in network marketing, I was in law enforcement for a little over a decade. And in that time I've been shot at. I have to shoot at people. I have never had to kill nobody, but it wears on you. I've seen people die right next to me. I've got 911 calls when I went to the house and a 1-year-old just passed away. Like it will wear on you in that way. Okay. And you can get very depressed. PTSD is a thing. Depression is a thing. And this is something I'll never forget. One of my mentors told me, he said, everybody is fighting a battle that you know nothing about. Everybody you know is fighting a battle that you know nothing about. Everybody got something going on in their life. And so what I personally have found work best with my depression and my anxiety disorders is going to be the CBD oil for sure. Okay. And the Mind product. I noticed a significant difference in just how I feel from a depression standpoint over the years since I've been taking these products with the CBD oil for sure and the Mind product, both of those. And we actually have a product called Entourage, which is a combination of CBD oil and black seed oil in the same bottle. It's phenomenal because CBD oil and black seed oil are cousins. It's cannabis sativa, Nigella sativa, same bottle, same liquid. It produces something inside the body called the Entourage effect. I highly recommend that product. And then we also have several very, very potent essential oils that deal with depression. Very, very potent. And just to give you a little insight, and then we'll take Ms. Angela's question about how the pathway works. Okay, because some people aren't, and I don't want to give away too much essential oil information tonight. I know Ms. Sean's already a pro about it. I know Coach and I talked about it earlier, but essential oils are the extracts of plants, okay? They're the extracts of the oil of the plant. And if you understand the pathway that marijuana uses, is CBD oil. It comes from the cannabis sativa plant. And when it is inhaled, okay? It's going to activate part of your brain that governs creativity, relaxation, and hunger. It's what the CBD oil, the THC, tetrahydrocannabinol, it's what the oil of the cannabis sativa plant does. When you smell it, it activates different parts of your brain. There are other essential oils from different plants that when you inhale them, they activate the part of your brain that governs calmness, relaxation, dopamine, okay? Confidence. There's an essential oil for everything. And like I said, on the next Zoom, we will definitely go into a deep dive on some of those oils, but we have an essential oil called Calm. That seems to help with depression as well. I use it every night. We have one called Still. Helps you you will be relaxed as a baby. You probably fall asleep sitting down. Okay, so we have different essential oils that activate different parts of the brain. And another thing I love about HBN products, other than the fact that they're made from the best ingredients on earth, they're all guaranteed to work. 60-day money-back guarantee. You can use the whole bottle of CBD oil. And if you don't feel incredible, you can mail back an empty bottle and HBN will give you all your money back. It's, again, calculated tax loss. Only 1% of 1% of HBN customers return products, but I'm happy about that because at least we know that the money back guarantee is honored by the company. And that's just a statement to the confidence in the product. So Lysandra, that's the ones I'd recommend. The Mind product, black CBD oil, Entourage, the Calm essential oil, and the essential oil called Still. I'd recommend those for sure. I've used them all and I love them. Okay. And Miss Angela has a question.
By the way, I just ordered some Calm earlier today.
Oh, there it is. Look, Coach, I'm telling you, man, we need it. We need it.
Yes, sir. Go ahead, Angela. Sorry.
I just wanted to know, what would you recommend? I work with the substance abuse population, and our biggest thing for our clients is relapse and the urges to use. So are there any of our products that you recommend for individuals who are recovering addicts to help them with cravings, urges, and things like that?
Yeah, yes, 100%. And just because I was getting out of law enforcement, when I was getting into network marketing, yeah, I'm very, very familiar. I can tell you first and foremost, the #1 factor to relapse, and then again, of course, it's going to depend on the particular drug. It's going to depend on the drug. Like methamphetamines is different than crack, it's different than coke, it's different than cigarettes, and cigarettes is different than alcohol. It just depends on the drug because they all affect the dopamine receptors in the brain in a different way. So that being said, some things are a lot easier to relapse into. But the #1 factor for relapse is actually not a product. It's going to be the environment that people return to. The #1 factor, statistically speaking, in relapse, after they leave the clinic, after they've gotten their treatment, after they've truly decided to turn their life around, if they go back to the same environment, recidivism from a relapse standpoint to drugs is massive, okay? One of the products that we find that people actually use really well, it was surprising, it's actually the Slimmer Max product. I have not done enough research to identify why people quit smoking when they drink Slimmer Max. I got a gentleman who only has used different recreational drugs throughout his life, but he's been actually dipping. You know, the tobacco they put in and he'd be dipping. He's been dipping since he was a kid, and that stuff's addictive too. He doesn't dip no more, doesn't smoke no more, doesn't do anything no more. And he said the only HBN product he used was the Slimmer Max because his wife wanted him to lose weight. She had long since given up on him quitting doing any of these recreational drugs, but amazingly enough, it dealt with the cravings for sugar and sweets, but it dealt with some other cravings too that we weren't aware that it was dealing with. So I'm gonna do some further research on that, but I would recommend the Slimmer Max. And additionally, I've heard that the Java Slim coffee has helped people kick some different habits and things. But again, recreational drugs and hard drugs are just such, it releases so much dopamine in the brain at one time. It is extremely difficult for anybody to kick the habit on those things because they're designed to be addictive. So for me to come in and say, we got an essential oil that'll just, you know, my cousin who's been smoking crack since she was 16, she's 50 years old now in Mississippi. She's still smoking crack to this very day. It ain't, You know, it's one of those things. They gotta want it. It's definitely the environment, but it seems like I need to do some more research. But we do have some ingredients in the products that it helps some people. They, according to their own basic testimonies, some people kick some habits that they've had since they were kids. So I would kind of look more into that. But again, yeah, hard drugs is hard drugs, Miss Angela. That's a tall order right there. That's a tall order.
Definitely, and thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Anybody else have any other questions? All right, so one thing I'm going to share really quick while you take a swig of your mind, body, and soul, sir, is you know, we have some people that are interested in doing our weight loss challenge, and we have a company that is so amazing that they're willing to pay you to to lose weight. I've never heard of anything like this. This is absolutely amazing, and it's not like you're competing against other people. You're competing against yourself. You lose 1 pound and you win something, guys. And in order to qualify for that, so if some people are on here looking for some different products and things like that, let me just highlight the products that you're going to want to get in order to enter the contest and for you to win. Is you want to get the Slimmer, you want to get the Vitality, you want to get the Nourish, you want to get the Mind, Body, or Soul, guys. You order one of those products, you start taking it, and you just go by the rules that we've posted in our group and in the chat and things like that. And we want you guys to win up to $10 per pound loss within 90 days. Up to $10 per pound loss within 90 days. Absolutely amazing. So I just wanted to highlight that. We have one last question dealing with vertigo. Are you familiar with vertigo, Coach Sanders?
Actually, very, very familiar with vertigo because my mother suffers from vertigo, and she doesn't have it anymore. This is crazy. She used to always have these dizzy spells when she would get up a couple of years ago, and I remember it. What I'm gonna do? Let me see if I can call her. Give me 1 second. This is totally off the cuff. I have no idea. Hopefully she's still up. Let me see. Because I don't know. I haven't because I've never suffered. I don't know anybody in our team that has it, but I know she does, and I don't think she's had it in a while. Let me see what she even did for it. It might be an HBN product. It might not. I really don't know, but I'm gonna ask. Give me 1 second. Hopefully she picks up.
Not a problem. While you do that, Sandra, let me just ask who brought you in, Mr. Sandra? I'm excited you're about to do the challenge. I know you typing everything.
Okay, so I know for sure the essential oils for vertigo is lavender. It is amazing.
There you go.
Now, I'm super glad Miss Shawn said that because yeah, my mom didn't answer. She'll call me back tomorrow morning when she wakes up or whatever. But I'm excited that the essential oil whisperer, that's Miss Shawn. She's gonna be, look, you're gonna have to come to Vegas and do a training on essential oils for us, Miss Shawn. We're gonna be in Vegas in December. So look, we get you making all this money. I want to see you on a first class flight. We'll pick you up from the airport, get the limo to pick you up. It'll be you and Coach. I don't want Coach Jones to be the only one in the limo.
Shawn loves Vegas. I'll tell you.
Yeah, good. Okay, good. And she just said the lavender, and I'm excited because we have several different lavenders. And again, we get access to the best lavender in the world. That I do know for sure. That was one of the first essential oils I was educated on when the farmers used to call Alexandria every harvest season and say, hey, what y'all want for HBN? The crop just came in, it looks amazing. And then whatever's left over, we'll let them other guys have it. And that's how it really goes. So we got the lavender game on lock over here. I can't wait to hear the testimonials about that in the vertigo. Can't wait. Thank you so much, Ms. Shawn, for sharing that. And let me see who asked that question. Who was that? Who asked the vertigo question? I don't see it.
That was Angela.
Oh, and Angela, thank you so much for asking that question as well. Fantastic question. I learn something new every day. They say either you need the Zoom or the Zoom needs you. Sometimes it's both.
Often both. Right. Exactly.
Often both.
Exactly. Man, well, listen, guys, we don't want to hold you up all night. I do really appreciate everybody that has stayed on for this length of time, whether it be live or whether it be watching a recording. Hopefully that, you receive some information that not only can change your life, but can seriously have the opportunity to change the lives of all of those around you. We have something really special here with HBN, and we have that opportunity to really help people with our products. So with that being said, get your orders in, go through the products, do your own research. I'm so thankful that Mr. Zander shared a way to really research, because most of us are just gonna go to Google, but he showed us how to get the real information and get the proper information, guys. So thank you so much for everybody joining us. I will let you guys know when we schedule this next part 2, and make sure that you tune in for part 2. Everybody have a blessed day, blessed night, or blessed afternoon, whatever time you're watching this. God bless you guys. Have a great day. Take care, everybody.